To the latest on reproductive rights in this country. A live look tonight in our nation's capital, where the abortion debate is once again front and center in Congress and at the Supreme Court. Today, the Supreme Court set a date to hear arguments that threatens to overturn the decades-old decision. News Nation's White House correspondent Allison Harris is live tonight. Allison, when will justices take up the future of abortion rights in the United States?
Well, Aaron, the Supreme Court will hear arguments on Mississippi's near ban on abortion on December 1st. Mississippi's push to ban most abortions after 15 weeks of pregnancy is not as strict as the law that Texas just passed. That bans abortion at 6 weeks. Before, most women even know that they're pregnant, but it would still be one of the strictest bans on abortion in the country. A decision to uphold the Mississippi law would be a direct threat to Roe v. Wade, that women have a constitutional right to an abortion. The conservative majority on the high court concerns people who support a woman's right to choose. Now, there have been an onslaught of abortion restrictions this year. Already in 2021, 165 abortion bans have been introduced across 47 states. At least 10 of those bans have been enacted. Now, House lawmakers on Capitol Hill debated Roe v. Wade today when discussing a bill before them that would codify that decision.
It's the fiercest assault on the unborn since Roe was decided. Instead of codifying Roe, the bill before us today preempts any state laws that seek to protect life. Instead of allowing common sense regulations to protect the unborn,
all women should be able to make decisions about their health and their future with dignity and respect, the way men are able to make decisions about their health care.
Speaker Pelosi says the House will vote on the Women's Health Protection Act this month. The White House issuing a statement today stating that in the wake of Texas's unprecedented attack on women's rights, it's never been more important to uphold Roe v. Wade. Aaron?
Now, Allison, we understand that in the past few hours, hundreds of professional female athletes have decided to speak out in support of the right to abortion.
Yeah, that's right. More than 500 female athletes. These are including Olympic medalists. They're members of the WNBA and even the National Women's Soccer League. They have filed an amicus brief stating that without Roe v. Wade, female athletes would not be able to participate fully and equally in athletics, saying that female athletes should be able to choose themselves whether to simultaneously take on the physical demand of sports and the physical demands of pregnancy. Aaron?
Allison, thank you so much.